Oh, back it up. Oh shit, what up everyone? Thanks for tuning in. Make the quick announcement real quick here too. One of my SSDs actually, I had an issue the other day. What was it, 2 or 3 days ago? I wasn't letting me log into Windows. I was like, once I logged into Windows, basically like my computer would like freeze up. And after diagnosing it for a bit, come to find out one of my SSDs was corrupted. I don't know if I just had like a corrupted file on it or if it just shit itself, whatever it was, but I had to reformat and reinstall Windows and whatnot, so it's taken me a little bit to get all my editing software, my recording software and stuff like that back on, because I've actually been studying all week for a big test that I have next week for a certificate that I have in the tech field. I'm going for another tech certificate that I'm getting next month, or in 2 days on Monday, so I've just been studying all week and stuff, so it wasn't really my top priority, unfortunately. I'm not the greatest with tests, so I have to study quite a bit right before tests come up, so I've just been really busy this week, so I apologize. Haven't been able to put out those videos this week. The one that I was working on, I unfortunately lost the progress on because the SSD corrupted and I couldn't get into the system to make a restore point or anything like that, or save the video before I had to reinstall, so unfortunately I lost the progress on that. But I've got the recording software on there now. With the streaming software, I've got most of the editing software back on. I'm just trying to get some of my plugins back on as well, and whatnot. But yeah, once I have all that, then I can get the videos back out. So it shouldn't be but a couple of days, I assume. Especially after I take my test on Monday, I'll have a lot more free time. Are we still pushing them back? I'm coming. So, but yeah, anyways, I just wanted to let everyone know why I kind of went MIA for a bit. I made that announcement, I think it was like on Tuesday or Wednesday. I was going to put out 2 videos a week, and I just haven't been able to this week because, yeah, when that happened, I was just like, oh shit, well, I got to focus on studying anyways. Just kind of took it as maybe a sign that I just need to focus on studying for the week, so just did that. But anyways, now we're in Genesis 4. Play this one out, see what our matchmaking for Archipelago looks as well. We shall see, we shall see. But regardless, hope everyone's having a good week, or had a good week. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Again, appreciate y'all for being here. Back it up. Oh shit, here they come from everywhere. Ah. Nope, nope, nope. Just want to back up. We're capping, okay. Run, my range march, run. I think she's gonna melt before it gets back, whatever. What do we have here? Got a lot of important buy. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Oh, I got Soldier Shield up, so 4 of them, I guess. 5 of them. Oh, that's Toto, so that's like the 400 mil guy, I think. Yeah. That's cool. Oh shit, my March made it. Probably change this a little bit. Hold on. Change up my stream a little bit. There you go. That'll covered chat, but still be there. Yo, what up? How you doing? How's it going, Luck? Let me check something real quick before I march out. 256, here we're chilling. Oh, I copped a few kills already, nice. Decent. Holy moly. Tired. Reinforce the flank. Looks like we're opening up right here. Damn, Coco, okay. Oh, my back. What ring is this? We are in Warzone 2, G9. The other one has HMB and SSI in it. Let's take a look and see how that one's doing, actually. Sorry, guys, I didn't sleep at all last night. Holy cow. Last night was terrible sleeping, so I apologize if you hear me yawn a few times. I'm sure HMB is just running it down. Yeah, HMB is just running down SSI. So, we probably got the more eventful ring out of the two. No, I'm stepping out too close to do it. Oh, wait, whoops. I mean, let's march back in. NM49. Currently. Wait, are you in? Oh, you're in H-Loom. What the heck? That's funny. Mine's wearing off the rip. Maybe a good fight. Alright, what is your Absolutely, man. I don't know if you're in the stream, Panda, or not, but... Oh shit, I'm about to have 400 mil kills. I didn't even notice. Oh fuck, I didn't even notice. I don't know, man. I just click on shit that moves. I don't click on shit that moves as much as other people, but I click on shit. Oh, there you go. What up, buddy? Oh, that's dope. Hell yeah. Yeah, we pretty much familyed them up a little while ago. Actually, here, I'll kind of show you what our map looks like. We got us, AOA. It's actually pretty tight matchup. They're about 11.5 bill. H-Loon, I think, is quite a bit stronger than us. They're at 18. I think we're at like 15. And then my poor family, man, my team. 7 bill in here. We had them in our last string as well, so us two move forward. There's that cutie. I like messing with him. I'm just fucking with you, Panda, by the way. But yeah, man, I miss Dark Seal for sure. Dark Seal was a lot of fun. Everyone's like, oh, but in Dark Seal, people would just like hide in their level 2 area. It wasn't any fun. It's like most matchups that we've had on this, people just hide in their helipad anyways. Like they don't really play the event. Like they might come out for a little bit, and maybe it's just like the matchups that we've been in. But they'll come out, fight for like 10 minutes, and then that's like in the first round of the 2 rounds of fighting that you'll do, the 2 1-hour windows or whatever. They'll come fight for 10-15 minutes in the first round, and you just won't see them again. Then that's it. The second one, they just don't come out at all, you know. So I mean, it doesn't really feel like it's any different, but maybe it's because Dark Seal also like lined up with KE for TC for Top Commander, that I also missed that as well. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, there wasn't all this complex 1-hour window, this and that. It's just like, you invade a region, you fight for their metro, and that's it. And sometimes you got really boring matchups, sometimes you got shit on, sometimes you had really good matchups, you know? But it didn't really matter all too much. You kind of played, you had fun with it. 85% return wasn't too shabby. Made people that were actually in fighting alliances that did fight pretty hard. And it made for good fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I know a lot of people feel the same way. This game mode feels very unfinished in a lot of ways, very buggy. Rewards aren't good. It just feels like an RSS burn pit almost. I hope they do. If they're going to keep this up on a weekly cadence, I would hope that they line it up with kill event. Kill event for Top Commander. I think they should bring that back for sure. Holy hell, man. I get melted by some of these fucking people, man. They got such strong fucking whales. I may be crazy. Don't mind me. Let's see. Let's just get these out the gate. Bum, 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 bum. Is that all my troops? Oh, I guess that. Yeah, okay. How do I have 1,600? Oh, that's right. We did a rally on a base. I was just like, wait a minute. Like IR better than this, and AR still. I agree. I could not agree more. Could not agree more. Same as IR and AR. You go. Yeah, you know their matchmaking's already shit anyways. You know, at least give me like game modes that were proven to be fun. This like you get 2 1-hour windows, and depending on what country you're in, either both of the time slots for fighting is really good, or they're really shit, or you can make one out of the 2. And that's kind of lame. Either like widen the hours, or give us more windows than just 2 windows to fight, or do both. Give us more windows and more time. I don't know. It always seems like there's so much waiting with all their game modes. I don't understand it. Like the waiting in this game mode, the waiting in IR with like the tower builds, the waiting in AR behind checkpoints. Like what I don't get. Like what is the obsession of making everybody hurry up and wait? It's like what we were told in the military in the United States. Just hurry up and wait. They should have made 10 maps for IR. Yeah, some new maps for IR have been pretty cool. switch it up, you know, get like a roulette on like what map you end up on in terms of like the layout and stuff. I think that'd be kind of cool. I mean, they obviously made like 3 different maps for this one, so it's possible.
I
think NBD, I think our guys in NBD allied AOA. We don't have any allies in NM49 besides NBD, just by default. Oh yeah, now that there's more people here, just wanted to tell everybody kind of what I said earlier when I first started the stream. I apologize for not having any videos out this week. I've been doing a lot of studying on my computer for a another tech certificate that I'm getting for the tech. My primary career is in tech. I'm getting another certificate, or I have another test on Monday that I've been studying for. And for whatever reason, the other day, I think it was like 2, maybe 3 days ago, my computer, when I attempted to log into Windows, when it would log in, get past the sign-on screen, it would just freeze up. And after some troubleshooting and testing and whatnot, booting in safe mode and all the rest of that stuff, found out that one of my SSDs kind of just took a shitter. I think it's one of my older SSDs anyways, so I had to take that one out and then reformat and reinstall, but unfortunately I lost the progress that I had on my videos that I was working, and then with my video editing software and all the rest of that stuff, so just been slowly getting it back on the computer. But because I have a test on Monday, that's kind of just been the focus of the week for me. I kind of took my computer shitting the bed as like my tall tale sign that I should just study this week. So admittedly, I've kind of been a little bit lazy about getting my recording software and my editing software and everything back onto the computer this week. So I do apologize about that. I've just been mostly focused about my test on Monday. It's an expensive test. It's like $300 to take the test and $100 for every retake that you do. So I definitely want to pass it the first time. So anyways, I apologize about that. After my test is done on Monday, then you know, I'll be back to a normal schedule with everything. But yeah, I had to order another SSD to replace the one that I had. The one that I had Windows on it, and then it had all my recordings and everything. So conveniently enough to log into Windows, and then the videos that I need and stuff were all on one SSD. So I'm gonna change up how I do that for the future to kind of safe keep my videos, so I don't have to go through this again. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, this is Zatrina. Thank you. Appreciate that, guys. Yeah. No, I'm pretty confident on the test. All the practice tests and everything that I've been doing, I'm scoring pretty much 90% or better, and I only need to get like 75% on the main test. And it's for a software or system application I've been working on, or working with, for a few years at the company I was working at, so I'm very familiar with it. So I should be pretty good. I'm just one of those people that usually I psych myself out. I think I overthink too much, you know? And so usually when it comes to testing and stuff, because I overthink, I usually like overlook at the question, or I I don't know, like make it more complicated than it needs to be. I kind of just psych myself out, but it's just one of my things. I don't know. But no, I'm pretty confident in the test. We should be good. But I appreciate you guys. But yeah, I felt bad because I put out that message. I was like, oh shoot, yeah, I'm almost done with this video, you know. I'll have a couple videos out this week, and then like literally like went to bed that night. Woke up the next day and tried to sign into my computer. I was like, what the hell is going on? I was like, alright, well, I guess I'll just focus on studying this week. It's kind of related, but unfair being on this map on the left side, given that there's a terrain disadvantage. I know. Oh, you know what? Someone mentioned that, actually, and I never took the chance to look at that. But yeah, no, you're right, because they have to fight across a bridge, so it's hard to like reinforce and stuff. I think if that is that what you're talking about? Like this little choke point right here, being on the bridge and whatnot. Same thing here, right? It's kind of hard to reinforce across a river. Because you're right, yeah, you don't have that on this side, do you? No, you don't. That sucks. That like cuts out like half of the places you're able to port to. No, I've got quite a few video ideas. What I'm actually going to do too, I don't know how many people actually like pay attention to when a YouTuber creates like one of those text posts on your feed, but I'm going to put out a I'm going to put out just a Excuse me, I had to sneeze there for a sec, but I don't, it's not coming out. I'm going to put out another post and just ask you guys what kind of videos and whatnot you guys want me to create in terms of like guides and stuff. I'm happy to do them. If you guys want me to like collaborate with other YouTubers like Panda or anybody else on videos, I'm also happy to do that too. Never had a problem with that at all. But yeah, you guys can either comment on that post, you can even leave a comment here in the chat, or after this video for anybody else that's watching the stream back. Feel free to comment down below. Just let me know any videos or tips or guides you guys want to have, to kind of give you guys a fill-in on the videos I am working on. Obviously, I did the Garrison tier list. The next most requested was a rally tier list as well, and then a honing armament guide in terms of like what hones to do for what role and what heroes and everything. So I will put those videos out next, or at least those were the two that I was supposed to put out this week: the rally tier list and then the honing guide for each role and stuff. Definitely not pinned. Yes, like imagine you want to take the tower and they just hold you. At least if I send rally on the right side, I can. Yeah. Someone mentioned that, and it was from this perspective of like the Garrison side of things. Like if they have field control on there, or they get early field control and you don't have a tower on the other side of the bridge or multiple people that can just like spam reinforce the tower, you're stuck sending marches across the bridge and then it's like impossible to reinforce. So I know what you're talking about. I've heard some people talk about that. Fucking Panda, you have too much talent, spoil it for the rest of us. I know that's what I said too. Everyone's like, Z, why don't you make video, or like why don't you make guides on YouTube? I'm like, just go to Panda's account. That's all that guy does. That guy just posts patch notes, updates, guides, and then fuck yous to IGG because they just keep releasing bullshit behind paywalls. Which, yes, I saw your video, Panda, and I wanted to comment that, and I don't know if I did or not because I was out at lunch when I saw it. But I was like, yeah, what the fuck? Why is this shit locked behind a paywall? I sure as shit don't have what other people have for that. I have 3 level 3s, and one of them is level 12. I am not going to have all level 3s. I'm not going to max them all to 15. That's a joke. This game and IGG have gone straight downhill ever since they brought out, I would say, ever since like they brought like Island Raid back out, like when they re-released Island Raid, it's just been poor decision after poor decision after poor decision in my book from them. And so I have not been encouraged to grow the account honestly anymore from that standpoint. I don't have any motivation to do it. And the unfortunate part about it is that there is, like, I don't know if anyone else here has, or how many people here have seen Panda's video, but he talks about just the power climb and the power gap that someone has when someone has tier 3 vehicles in their garage. It's not even close. It's not even close. I know that you touched on like the percentages that people can get in terms of stats, but if you just pay attention to like that that firepower to protection ratio, and like the people that have already max everything in the garage fighting against people that have either some level 3s and some level 2s, or level 3s not maxed, or just no level 3s at all, like your armaments could be neck and neck with them, and stats are neck and neck, and it's not even close. It's not even close on the trades. Vehicles ruined this game. When I get around to updating them, I get busy and lazy. It's the hardest since they take it. Yeah, it takes. It does. It does. It's kind of nice to talk about though if you enjoy it. But yeah, I get what you mean. It's definitely taxing to do. I got lucky with 2 level 3s because of the tournament. Oh yeah, they gave you like $5 for going. Look at you. I still think that's so fucked that you commentated it and they're like, yeah, here's like $100 or whatever they gave you. Nah, man. You should have gotten so much more. Full 5-star legendary gear, overcome a tier 3 vehicle player. Yeah, but that's not exactly the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is that you could have 2 full 5-star legendary gear armament players, and then one person that has tier 3 vehicles. And because of that firepower to protection gap, where they get the what is that thing called? Barrage fire. Like, just look at the trades on your just look at the trades that come out. It's not close remotely. Like, you would think that the person on Garrison doesn't have good armaments at all, or the person on rally, whatever it is, you know, whoever doesn't have tier 3 vehicles just gets shit on. We faced a whale last round with 2 max 3. 2 max T3. I think someone was saying just now that Toto has all max vehicles. Yeah, he does. 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. All tier 3. 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. Look at that. That's ridiculous. That's insane. 2790, 2725. Yeah, meanwhile, I'm a bum. I'm a bum compared to... I need to go be in, like, G40. I'll see you guys there. When I get into I hate getting into it. A slap on the ass. Bro, they gave you a fucking high five and a middle finger for commentating their tournament for them, man. You got fucked. I'm sorry, man. You did really good, though. You did really, really good. How's it going, boo? So I should be buying the car before anything else. No, not necessarily. The main players that get full tier 3 everything and have those tier 3 vehicles already have maxed armament sets and stuff like that. I wouldn't have gotten the helicopter if I could have gotten T3, but I wanted the damn Phoenix skin. Don't blame me, buddy. It's a good looking skin. I didn't get it because I already had a few, but... Okay. I'm just trying to get rid of these notifications. I apologize if you're sending me friend requests. My friends list is full, so if you're sending me friend requests for a particular reason, just let me know why. But I can't accept like just normal friend requests between co-leading NBD and then doing constant merges with NM49 and having like group chats with previous regions that I was in to help them with armaments and heroes and all that stuff. My friends list is just still full, sorry. I'll remove people over time, but I've pretty much got it cut down now to where the only people on my friends list are people that I've mostly played with for the last 2 years that I have been playing. It'll be 2 years in September. We're almost there. Thanks again, everyone, for being here. Hope everyone's had a good week. Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope everyone's families are doing well. I'm looking at my max buff limits to see where I need to max. Yeah, because I mean, my shit's sitting pretty okay. Sitting at 6.3. If I put this on ribbon, it goes over 6.3, but oh man, I still have to sneeze, but it's not coming out. Once I get this helmet to 5 stars, that'll push me probably like 6.5 once I have the rare hone. 550. This one's already at 505. I think it maxes out at like 720. So that'll push me to like 6.5, I think, on armaments. And then I believe the last one I'm missing is pants, but that's a long ways away, and that won't happen. So I'll probably end up just around 6.5, 6.6. I'm on the cusp of 1 mil on this device. I just need this one to roll a red squad damage or a red squad damage reduction. And then this one I kind of work on a bit, but I'm pretty much at where I'm going to be, but it doesn't even matter. Vehicles just rip me apart. I need to go to G40. I need to go play with Panda. You end up in like G40 or something like that, don't you? I'm coming to Prim, buddy. I'm coming to Brim. Accept my request. Let's look at Genesis chat we got going on here. I don't know what's happening. These guys kind of getting in the fight too, AOA. No, AOA just kind of chilling. Nice, just kind of H-Loon and us fighting, huh? For right now. It is what it is. I am not a whale, man. I've spent, but I have not spent what this guy has. What this guy has. Where are they at? Where are these boys at? I have not spent what this guy has. Not nearly what this guy has. I just got my one set, man. Got my one nice toy. I got shit on today. I'm G19. Yeah, fuck yeah, man. I'm coming to you. Accept my friend request, or accept my fucking request to Prim. We're playing G40 and Archipelago, which is better basic attack damage reduction. Or is defense better? Best way to explain that is that these games operate in what I would call damage buckets. Let me make a visual for you real quick since we're not actually like fighting at the moment. Give me one moment. Let me open up like Paint or something. Let me see if I can add a new display capture. Okay. Discard. Okay, you guys can see my Steam and all that. Oh, well. Can I just like move this window? Okay, here we go. So, damage buckets. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay. DMGB for buckets, okay? In here you have attack, defense, and HP. In here you have squad, damage, and reduction. Okay, don't mind my spelling and my writing here, or not my spelling, but my neatness, okay? Maybe I can bring this down a little bit. Attack, defense, HP, squad damage, and reduction. And actually, that kind of looks like ass. So, give me one sec. I'll make this a little bit neater for you. We can do better than that. My 3-year-old can do better than that. I'm sorry. Had a few drinks. My drawing skills aren't all that great right now. So, damage. Ah, shit. This one. Damage and reduction. And then here we'll do skill, damage, and then one more is going to be basic. Ah, shit. C. Basic and counter. These are all damage buckets. They are all multiplicatives of each other. So when you look at the actual equation of how much damage there is, there's more to this equation. Other factors are like your squad or troop count and a rally. That's another multiplicative. But anyways, since these are each different buckets, this game and other games like this operate in something that I would, and what other people in Rise of Kingdoms, that community, call pretty much like a damage drop-off, or a, what do they call that? It's pretty much like a bell curve that looks like this on a graph, right? And I don't remember, oh God, what is the term for it? It's going to come to me eventually. Diminishing returns. Diminishing returns is what it's called. Basically, where if you have like 350% of a stat right here, and you're talking about either increasing this or you're increasing this, always increase one of the other buckets because they're all multiplicatives. So if you increase the damage in here, because your stats are already so high here, so if you increase stats here, you're going to get more for your return on the stat that you're increasing, and more on your return for investing in that. That's why on hones, if you're specifically focused on rallies or garrisons, focus on getting these stats and these stats, more so than these stats. Because these stats right here come from your equipment, come from your heroes in a lot of cases. They will offer some of these and some of these sometimes, but they mostly focus on this bucket. And so since there's so many factors already going into this bucket, the more that you can start applying to these other buckets, the higher the overall that you get at the very end, the overall number, or I shouldn't draw it like that. It should be like an infinity sign here. The better this number is going to be at the end on how much damage you do. So invest as much as you can in these other buckets of damage, and your overall number at the very end will go up much higher than if you just put into here. So to answer your question about investing in attack damage or defense, or attack damage reduction, it goes the same way for defense. I would invest in the other buckets. Oh, brother, I'll come ball. Don't even worry about it, man. I'll come ball every day of the week. But that is how these games work. And it operates on what is known as diminishing returns. And that I can also kind of give you an example of. I'm going to create a new one here. So if your base stat, let's just say that your attack, your defense, and your HP, your base stats, just for simplistic purposes here, is all 200, right? And then with your equipment, you're getting like, say, from like your armaments or something like that, you get like a times or plus, or yeah, a 50% increase on this, right? So you're going to times that by that, you're going to get 300. And now since this stat is way up high or whatever have you, and you want to take a look and see, like, you have another piece of armament and you're trying to decide between a 5, or just for actually simplistic purposes, a 10% increase in a 10% increase in attack, or a 10% increase in defense, and you have to decide between the two of these, it's always going to multiply by the base stat, not this one right here. So if you have to choose between these two hones right here, getting taking a 10% attack or a 10% defense, if you put it here, you're going to get 220. If you put it here, you're going to get 320. And then if I pull out a calculator and I do 320 divided by 300, 1.06, and I do 220 divided by 200, 1.1. So you see how we went up 6% on this one. If I chose to take this, I'd go up 6%. But if I choose to go up this one, I would actually go up 10% in an increase from here to here. And then from here to here, it's only a 6% increase. So that's what diminishing return looks like. The higher your stat already is, the more you continue to invest in it, the less of a return you're going to get. So you always want to invest in your lowest stat, which is usually why in games like this, your best stat to increase out of attack, defense, and HP is always going to be HP. Always going to be HP. This is called diminishing returns. And that's what that bell curve looks like. Your first bit that you're going to increase your attack, your defense, your HP, and the rest of those stats is going to look like this in terms of like your numbers going up and how much of an impact you're going to see on your overall damage number. And then the higher that number already is, the less you're going to see it impacting your final number the more that you get. So a 5% increase early on is going to look very good here. But a 5% after you cross this threshold is going to look a lot less impactful on your final number. And that's what diminishing returns in these games looks like. So I always advise to upgrade your lowest stat that you have on your most used troop set. So if you're upgrading, but again, that is based off of your base stats being equal. For infantry, they have the highest base stat in HP and defense anyways, so those are always good to take, but don't neglect attack. Yes, damage reduction, yes, is very important to take because that speaks to my first point of operating in another bucket. Because you're upgrading the damage or damage reduction in another bucket rather than just flat defense, you will see a higher return on it because you don't have as much on your multiplier basically. So yes, your boss is absolutely correct. But I'm just talking about attack, defense, and HP in particular. Like if you had to pick between those three in any case or scenario, like when people are talking about like, oh, which one of these should I upgrade? Like in terms of my parts, upgrade your HP first. Upgrade your HP first with the exception of maybe ranged, because ranged has such a high attack scaling in their base stat that you can't go wrong taking that. But in terms of survivability, you would notice that your range would survive noticeably more if you invest in the HP parts, for example. I don't know if we're going to be able to move forward here. Because I know that for a fact, like, we're willing to put up a fight, but we're around the corner from Archipelago raid, and the rewards in this event stink. I think everyone can kind of agree. They stink. damn. Kind of calmed down quite a bit. I mean, the fighting calmed down quite a lot. I think it's because people are starting to go to bed, too. It's already 10:30 on the East Coast in the U.S. Hold on, I have a message on Discord. Give me one sec. Class. But while everything's pretty calm, since I haven't been able to upload videos this week or anything, do you guys have any other questions or anything you guys want to talk about, or anything you guys want to cover? I also have my I also have like a notepad on my other monitor here, so I'm taking down notes on any videos anybody else wants me to upload. So if anybody has any other video ideas that they want, or topics covered or whatever have you, and want like a full video out of it, I'm happy to do so. I don't think we're going to be moving much further right now, because we we have quite a few players that are offline already. A lot of strong players too. Yeah, we've already put down our farm plots. Like that's that's how many people are already kind of logging off. I'm just gonna put my marches into here to get. Oh, we're just building right now. Well, I'll just wait. I'll put my marches in there unless we start fighting again. But yeah, any other topics, conversations, questions, concerns, anything. I'm happy to cover any of it. Did we hit the 400 mil mark? We hit the 400 mil mark finally. Let's go. The new ID is just waiting for content to hit. I feel you. Yep. No, like I said, I don't know if you missed it just a bit ago, but SSD took a shitter and whatnot. Just got done reinstalling my computer. Figured I'd throw a little stream up since we were in the last circle and had a pretty decent matchup between AOA and H-Loon. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll get those videos out after my test on Monday. Probably look for a video to come out either Monday afternoon. Well, actually, no, I still have my cohort Monday night after my test. So Tuesday. It'll have to be Tuesday. How do I think Rider Garrisons will do? Well, bear in mind that this is all speculation, right? And your guess is as good as mine. I'm not speaking about this from an educated standpoint. This is literally just me guessing at this point, or making an educated guess. I think it'll do well in 1v1s because it's all basic attack damage, right? So you're not dealing that damage to any other rally that's hitting the tower in a counter or in a multi-rally scenario. Like in this game mode where you can send multiple rallies from one alliance, or Archipelago Raid where you're taking rallies from multiple alliances at once. I think that it'll do well in 1v1 situations, especially against the ranged rallies, and if you have a good armament set. But multi-rally garrisons is where my question's going to kind of be on how it does. I think that it has good survivability. I think that there is potential for it to do well there, but basic attack damage is just single target focused, so it's going to be interesting to see. So to sum it up, I think it'll do well in 1v1 scenarios against a rally. I think seeing what it'll do in multi-rally garrisons will be a different story. And I'm not enthusiastic that it'll do too well. I think that infantry may still shine better in that case, or maybe if you're running... actually, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I'll just leave it at that. I think it'll do well in single rally scenario, single rally garrisons. I think that it may struggle in multi-rally garrisons, especially if you're doing like full rider on inside the tower. Like, you had better have high defense and survivability. If you went full damage, you can melt the first rally that hits you, or the one that you're targeting, sure, but you will be taking a lot of damage from the other two rallies. So that is my educated guess on that, and where I think it'll shine or suffer in. Okay, all of H-Moon is like swarmed by our shit. Is AOA on vacation? AOA is on vacation. AOA is farming. I think that we have a truce between AOA and H-Loon. and it is just us, which is fun. We're mostly focused on AR. Do you think the developers should add a restriction option in towers so people can't add cars the wrong unit type? I absolutely do. As a Garrison main, that is the most frustrating thing. I'm kind of biased on the opinion because not only am I a Garrison player, but I try to stream. I try to make videos of Archipelago Raid, of this event, of other things like that, you know? So it's very hard for me to sit outside of the tower, fight, help the team with my other 4 marches, record, commentate, any of those things, if the whole time I'm playing I live on this screen. If I'm garrisoning something, I don't leave the screen, because anytime I see this, anytime I see that, like ranged or cars, I have to sit here and send them back, send them back, send them back. So at the very least, put in a filter option to where I can filter by troop type in tower and kick out the unnecessary or unwanted ones. Or yeah, put a restriction on a tower as an R4 or an R5 where you can limit what types of troops can be sent into the tower. I think that's a very easy option to add, but would add a huge quality of life aspect to the game, because it is so frustrating. I think the most frustrating part from a Garrison standpoint, and anybody that has Garrison before or had to change rally leaders or whatever knows this pain, that as soon as action pops off and there's, 2-3 rallies on this tower and so much is going on, there are so many marches filling this up. Some of them have 16 troops in it. Some of them have 300,000 troops in it. And they continue to fill in and then mix. And there's no easy way to just organize the tower. So, leader away. Does that happen to you ever? It used to happen. Back when my armaments weren't nearly as good. I'm usually the primary Garrison, or I have been up until vehicles have come out, and I've kind of taken a step back from being the primary Garrison because I don't have all tier 3 vehicles in here. Like, I have 3 of them. Gonna go for a 4th with the 3rd protection here to have all 3 tier 3s for protection, because I need to get those up. But yeah, I've kind of taken a step back on it, but I haven't had my stuff replaced in a while, but I've replaced other people, and I've had other people complain about being replaced, like in completely other maps or whatever, and ask me the same question basically if I've been frustrated by that. It can be very frustrating, yes. But I think that unless you're being sabotaged to where, like, let's say that you are the clear better Garrison, but you're an Archipelago raid and one of the alliances is just running a hothead where, and I've seen it happen, where they just want their Garrison player to garrison even if they're not nearly as strong as yours for whatever reason. Yes, I can see where it would get frustrating. Like, it leaves room for unnecessary drama and unnecessary issues. But limiting it to where only R5s of the alliances that you're like in a legion with can change the Garrison leader and whatnot, I'm okay with that. That makes it okay. Because I don't know. I again, like, I'm kind of speaking from like a G1, G2 standpoint, because we haven't really ever left that in terms of like Archipelago raid or Island raid and stuff. And I'm mostly talking about from like an Archipelago raid standpoint here. Like, if you're in G1 or G2 and you should be the clear Garrison leader for fights, like, you usually don't have any pushback from people. And so, like, you replacing other people is usually not a problem at all. And in fact, like, they're looking for you in tower to replace anybody else with you at times, at those times. So I wouldn't necessarily say that I've seen that issue come up too many times, I would say. But it's not to say it doesn't happen, because I have, again, had this question asked and I have seen it happen before. So I don't know. My biggest gripe with garrisoning is just the fact that there's no filtering option to filter out like what troops can go into a garrison on a tower, or what troops are in a tower that I can filter out to kick out of the tower, basically. Like, if I want infantry only in tower, I should be able to filter by troop type to kick out the other ones. Holy cow, man. My allergies like suck. I'm sitting here like on the edge of sneezing like 8 times, and I won't sneeze. Sorry. was a mistake. Those guys died way too quick. Oh, I'm gonna reset marches here. Oh, and he's going back as well. So now we go back. We're just playing the pop-out game here. People will hate you for doing this, but play however you want to play. Don't ever let someone tell you how you can or cannot play. It's your game, it's your money spent. If you want to pop out and be an asshole, pop out and be an asshole. These guys are so much stronger than me. I get my ass eaten fighting half of these guys, man. H-Loon is stacked. But yeah, it's kind of my biggest gripe with garrisoning. I've played this game now since September of not last year but the year before. So what is that, 2022? And it's appalling to me that has been an issue for as long as it has been, and as many people have complained about it as they have, and we are still not seeing a change on it, because it seems like such a small quality of life change and would be a very easy fix from a developer standpoint. As someone that does application development and application support in a development workspace, it would be very easy to code that and program that into the game. So the fact that it doesn't exist still to this day is rather upsetting and kind of off-putting as well, because it's such a quality of life. There is no downside where you already have that feature on rallies. There's no downside to you implementing the same thing on the other side of a rally, just on Garrison. There's no downside to you doing that at all. And so the fact that they have neglected doing it still to this day, and I have seen so many people complain about it on Discord and stuff, it is not a settling feeling, and it is why my ever-decreasing confidence in IGG continues to dwindle as fast as it does. Or one of the reasons why, I would say. Since you garrison, do you use your range much or ever? Just in the field. Just in the field. In fact, you want to see my my troop ratio? Here you go. And now bear in mind, I have like what? I only have 122k in the hospital right now. But here's my troop ratio. It's, if you can't tell, I'm a Garrison player. What's up, Khaled? How you doing? I'm always looking for a stronger Garrison. Alright, man, I'm on my way. You say the word. Should I blow all my DLS tokens on the IE augmenter device, or is it better to just stack training speed ups and parts? I would go for the augmenter device. I think that there's still plenty of opportunities to get training speed ups. I think that if you are even in the slightest bit a small spender, even if you're not a small spender, there's plenty of ways to get free gems, and then just using that on the, it's not called the whiskey event. What the hell is that event called? The one where you get, like, you can buy the rolls for the equipment parts or whatever. I can never, it's not a whiskey event. What is that event called? I can't remember now. But I think you guys know what I'm talking about. I would just spend your diamonds there if you need parts. Do you cut your cars and just send regular soldiers to farm? I kind of stopped training cars a long time ago, because there wasn't really ever necessarily a need for it. Because in terms of farming, like, most of my farming I just do from my farm accounts anyways. So, like, if you come over here, you'll see my little, this is my little spot. I just port right here in the middle. I obviously can't port, but I'll port right here in the middle, and then I got 12 farms. So I don't really train cars, because I just train cars in those 12 accounts, and then I just transfer the RSS. Brandy event, yes, thank you, Zatrina. Yes, Brandy event. I knew it was one of those. Thank you. Settings. You go profile pick, settings, system settings, optimized mode right here, and then just pick one of these boxes, and you can change it right here as well. But yeah, if you can't tell from my troop counts, my troop ratios, I'm an infantry main Garrison. That's it. I don't play other roles. I don't pretend to have good armament sets on my other marches or anything like that at all. I fulfill one role, and that's about it. I know what I'm here to do. I play all 13 accounts. I don't. I run the other accounts mostly from my other computers in the house. Like I'm looking over here to my side. I have 2 laptops next to me on the right that run 3 accounts each, and then this computer I'll just log into the other ones from 1 or 2 other screens. Dude, I'm a fucking nerd, man. I work in tech for like my career, so I have too many screens and I've had too many computers. I used to build computers for a lot of my, like, because I've built like my own computers and whatnot for gaming and stuff, and so a lot of my buddies growing up back in Washington would call me and stuff and be like, hey, can you build me a computer? Can I send you the parts, or can you pick up the parts and just build it and I'll pay you to do it? And so sometimes they'll send me their old rigs to upgrade, put new parts in and stuff, and they'll let me keep the old ones and stuff, so I'll build other machines, and that's what I have running. I could technically run with a lot less farms than 12, but 12 makes it to where I don't need to make sure that I'm on every 4 hours to reset the marches. Like, I can be pretty lazy with it and set the marches in the morning. They'll farm, they'll be done farming 4 hours later, but then 4 hours later after they're done farming, I'll reset the marches or whatever. Like, I can passively do it. Some days I might reset the marches twice or 3 times. Some days I might only reset it once, but doesn't really matter how much or how little I do it. It's fairly easy to hit my 200 mil receiving cap per day of resources. So that's why I have that many. It's not for any particular reason that I have 12 or whatever. I just ended up kind of landing on that number. Again, you kind of have to remember that I've been playing this game now for 628 days, and I've either led or co-led alliances in Regions 23 where I started, Region 7 where we moved first, Region 6 afterwards, and then now Region 164, and then this cross-region merging that we do with Region 49 all the time now as well. So I've kind of had a footprint in a lot of places, and so as some of my friends or fellow Alliance members or people I've played with for a long time, as their life circumstances change and they quit the game or whatever, a lot of them have kind of passed like or they'll sell off like their main accounts or pass off their main accounts, and they'll just pass me their farm accounts, and then that's just kind of what I use. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, 12 is not no magic number or no reason why I ended up there. That's just where I happen to be at right now. Yeah, 270 days. I've learned a lot since then, and I feel like I learn more every day. So it's always a learning process, like everything else in life, right? We're always learning, always improving, until you get to vehicles and it's stuck behind a paywall, and fuck IGG for doing that, right, Panda? Fist bump, buddy. Only 628 days. Get the fuck out. How long you been playing, Panda? You're up at like you're like what? You've been playing this game since it was like an 8-bit beta game, right? You've probably been playing this since it was a game on a graphing calculator. How long you been playing now? Oh, nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you, Pharaoh. 365. Hey, congrats on the 1 year, if you want to call it that. Let's see if the game can survive another 365 days. We should start placing bets to see how long it'll take before this game dies. It's going up quicker and quicker as time goes on. Just 1 year. Mine's over 1K. See, I fucking knew it, man. I knew it. You've been playing this game since it was played in paint. You played Doomsday Last Survivors, the board game, buddy. You've been at this longer. Too long. You and your fucking 40 accounts. Oh, that's what I was looking for Pharaoh, wherever you were at. But anyways. Games never die for me. Still playing I'm still playing old school RuneScape, so I get it. I get it. Old school RuneScape is my jam. I feel like this game would be more of a slow die. I mean, don't get me wrong, the game's screwing itself with lead base, but it's hard to kill these types of games at quick speed. Yeah, you kind of have to look. The way that I look at it, though, Panda, like, correct me if I'm wrong, Panda. Do you remember back in the early days of ROK and DHX when new whales were popping up and there was just so many new names popping into there? Like, you saw familiar names like Cassandra and some of the other ones that first made their ways over to DHX and those things. But then you saw these new whales come out of, like, the woodworks, like, unheard of, and how often that happened. How often do you see brand new whales created in this game? Because to me, although new ones are being created, they're not being created nearly at the pace that it was before. Maybe that's just me, but like when we consistently play G1, G2 and play these Titan alliances, and maybe it's because nobody wants to be in a Titan alliance anymore. Again, you know, like I could be completely ignorant to the fact of, like, you know, why I don't see them. I can only speak from the perspective I see. It's just that before there used to be so many new names pouring into these Titan alliances from new whales that were being created all the time, and I just don't see that happening nearly as much as it used to. Okay, yeah, I'll give him that. You're right, Panda. Yeah, also valid. I'm also kind of more just speaking towards the fact that if they keep up this trajectory of, like you said, they have now muddied the water by putting... Oh, Coco's going to swarm this 200 mil player, isn't he? Oh, no, he's just going to come up here. To your point from your video earlier, they have now muddied the water by doing something that they have never done on this game, which is locking something completely and entirely behind a paywall. That is something that they have not done before. Everything prior to this was at some point obtainable via free-to-play. Even if it took you 10 years, 20 years to get there, it doesn't matter. It was just the fact of the matter and principle that you could eventually get there. The fact that something is now completely locked behind a paywall now opens up that can of worms to where now they can continue to do that. Yeah. No, now that they have done and they've crossed that line, they've now crossed a line that they cannot come back from, and it is not a good line to have crossed. Because as much as whales keep the game going round, your free-to-play players have a very large impact as well. For advertising purposes, for attracting new whales to come in, and so many other reasons. So I am quite disappointed that they have crossed that border of paywall locking. Leave me alone. I get my ass eaten the minute I step out, man. Holy hell. Please. I just want some kills. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. If you don't add a paywall feature, yep, nope, I know. Like I said, they crossed the bridge, they can't come back. That'd also maybe piss off people who spent into the idea it's a paywall feature exclusive to their money. Exactly. You cannot take away the paywall part, because that it's exclusivity. Like that is what makes an account so unique, and in a lot of cases, kind of like with shelter skins and stuff. The reason why some accounts are valued at what they're valued at is because they have something that you cannot obtain unless you spend a ton of money. It's locked behind a paywall, and in most cases, shelter skins, squad march skins, stuff like that are locked behind a paywall. And so that's why when you had them, even though they look cool, the biggest reason why it was worth so much value to the account if you tried selling your account or whatever have you is because it was exclusive. And so, yeah, now that they've spent for something that's locked behind a paywall, if you unpaywall it, you have diminished the exclusivity of it and the value of it to the players it's meant. Absolutely, Rabbit. I agree. This, like I said, I'm hoping that this is their one mistake. The minute they release another paywall, I think it's going to have a trickle effect. I think that people have tolerated the fact that vehicle paywalls exist just because it's kind of cool, the rest of the features in the garage. But and honestly, most players can avoid the paywall players, the ones that have the maxed, tier 3 garages or whatever, or tier 3 vehicles, because they're not in G1 and G2, and that's where most of those players are at. But don't do it again. Brother, everybody's whale food at this point. Whales are whale food. I'm hearing whales talk about how much they melt because of like the vehicles and everything else. Whales are whale food now. I'm fucking whale food. I've always been whale food though. Hold on, Amber, give me 1 sec. Sorry, it's my daughter at the door. Well, rabbit, they didn't add any other paywall features. Anybody who doesn't have fun will always be food. Everything came out grindable through events or something. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, it may that's the whole point, is that it may have taken you 20 years to get whatever, like to get white parts for your equipment. It may have taken you 20 years to get all red hones on your armaments, but it was just the simple fact that you could obtain it. It was there, and with some luck and with some good timings and with some good turnouts in your alliance events, being in the right alliances, to take first place in ARs and IRs and maximize your rewards and stuff, you could definitely cut the amount of time that it took to get there. But it was the fact that you could get there. It was encouraging. It may have been discouraging how long it takes, but that didn't stop players from wanting to try to get there. Now that you've locked something solely behind a paywall and it's so drastically better, it's more discouraging than it is encouraging. He thinks the T3 tickets will be available for free-to-play players in a year. Well, that's wonderful. I wonder how many players it kills off before then. You may be right. I hope he's right. I in an ideal world, I would hope that every player has an equal opportunity to get there. I'm not saying that, like, oh yeah, everybody needs to walk around with the same power and all the rest. No. That's not what I'm saying at all. I would just hope that every player has an equal opportunity as anybody else to experience the game to its fullest, even if it took him 10 years to get there. Cap wider and wider, the simple days when H&B. Oh my god, man, that's what I was talking about. Is like, it used to just be the amount of troops you had, the parts that you had in your equipment, and strategy. Those were the three things, and how Island War used to be played back in the OG days. And even the first Archipelago raid or whatever, that's what it was. And now it is just a paywall gap that is ever increasing. It is so unfortunate. Ask for scav or something. Oh, my back hurts. First yard. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Is that when I say like, oh, maybe the first AR, is that even the spenders didn't have, like crazy good armaments, whatever. They were limited, like what, maybe like a 1-star armament, if that, with, like one good gold. It wasn't game breaking at the time. Is everyone just... How am I not having scav yet? Hello? Everybody that's like got titles in the region just asleep? Probably. It is 3 UTC, so it is kind of an odd time. Holy, whew, excuse me. It's gonna be an early night for me. I am sleepy. want to get RSS from my farms, but I can't leave the alliance supposedly, otherwise I forfeit my rewards, which kind of sucks, so I'll have to wait until tomorrow. Speeding up progress and visual skins are all great for pay, lame to lock content, and free-to-play base game behind paywall. Yeah, you know, like that was kind of the thing, was that like even if you got like shelter skins could bring some good buffs for you. For example, like what's that one that, like, I remember the first one that had like a super low rate of people getting it, that everyone's like, oh my god, I want that, but look at the rate that it takes to get this one right here. The heal speed 10% and the skill damage for 2%. Like, I remember when people first complained about how hard it was to get this and how much money you had to spend to get this. Look at how far we've come. Like, that isn't game breaking. You know, squad skins or troop skins or whatever have you, they're not necessarily game breaking. It's just, it's very minute in the overall buffs. Sure, they can stack up and add up. You know, March skins, they give you 1% attack, 1% defense. You know, it's nothing crazy, but you know, you lock, what is it, like 37% plus 900, so it's like 46% attack and 46% defense for each troop type behind a paywall, you know, minus give or take 10% each, so even still 35% attack or defense behind a paywall, plus the what's that called? I always forget the name of this thing. Barrage fire. Like, you have created a massive gap. Yeah, no, they don't. There's a big discrepancy between what the vehicles look like and the skins that they release. Everyone jokes that the helicopter was obnoxious, but the next vehicle they'll release will be a rocket ship. So, oh my goodness. So sorry, guys, for yawning. Whoa. Turn around. I'm gonna get my ass eaten trying to fight this. Fuck that. Please, fuck that. You're next to me now. Where are you at? Oh, there you are. Oh, okay. I see you. Hey. Nice to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Good luck and GG's to you guys as well in H-Loon. Nothing but respect for alliances that fight and play events to the fullest, even if they don't give the best rewards and stuff. I always appreciate an alliance that fights. It might take 5 years to use enough arrows for an octopussy. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I was about to say yacht as well, but then in my mind I was like, how obnoxious would that look to see just like a ship going across there? And I was like, all right, I'll just opt with the rocket ship comment. Yeah, man, like I wouldn't put it past him at this point. You're gonna see a rocket ship, you're gonna see a fucking yacht, you're gonna see like a chariot, you're gonna see, that'd be funny, a chariot, you just like level up like the fucking Oregon Trail looking thing. I don't know, man. IGG always baffles me, but I have no problem calling them out in a ticket. I've called their developers fucking stupid so many times in tickets. They have no, like, it just seems that they have no deployment process. There's a popular term for developers and for application support for tech, that whole kind of thing. It's called an SDLC, which is a software development life cycle. And there's a life cycle between like you planning for something, prepping for it, doing the coding, then doing testing on it, gathering for the testing after the fact, making sure that there aren't any errors or issues, addressing the errors or issues, and doing all these things before you push that development or update or whatever you're doing into a production instance or into the live instance. And it just seems like these guys have Zero of that. With just how many bugs they have on heroes for skills not working, the bugs in the game modes that aren't working, the function out. Like, it just seems like it's just, oh, here's an idea. Here's a quick version of it. Push it out. And that is so bad. So bad to do. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool, right, Zitrina? I think it'd be kind of cool. I've actually considered the fact that I think that they outsource the development of this game. I think that they're kind of just the brand of it and like the label and the face of the game, and they just push the like pushing the development out on like Fiverr or some other freelance or contract type. God damn, these guys are honest like white on rice here. The actual development and stuff like that, they push it out to like a separate company or entity, whatever have you. Okay, here we go. We gotta fall. Oh shoot! I didn't mean to do. Oh no, I did. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, good. Okay, that's what I thought. No, go back. I didn't hit 3. Oh, dude, I'm not gonna make it down there. I'm just simply not. Well, let's see. Oh, it's already going down. It's already going down. What am I doing? We're good. Dude, this guy's fucking me up. I'm sitting here trying to like read chat. Leave me alone, buddy. Damn, man, y'all have been our asses. How many we got here? 1, 2, 3. Oh, you fuckers have Marshall? Go home. Go home. Yeah, if you guys thought you'd come here to see someone just like fuck a bunch of people up, that ain't me. No. These guys fuck me up. I'm okay with that. Kind of used to it. $104. I want to have that to like 110 mil before the end of AR. Holy moly. Oh, excuse me. Starship Enterprise vehicle. Don't they already have one that's kind of similar? It's got the Galactic Battleship. Guess it's not even kind of remotely close to it. Could be a lot cooler. How's infantry and field fighting? The people that have really good field fighting or infantry armaments, it does pretty well. I mean, since it's like one of your tankier sets. But, I mean, you're not doing the most damage per se. You could deal a lot of damage if your armaments are right and your hones are right and stuff like that. It's not to say you can't. It's just definitely not the most damaging one. There's a lot of combos and pairs that you can use though between Adut, Robert, Eddie, Regoro, Tom for debuffing, Thunder for debuffing, Riven and Eddie to spam HP reductions to everybody nearby, stuff like that. There's a lot of cool combinations that you can make out of it, but again, just don't expect to deal the most damage or whatever, or top damage or whatever have you with it. As long as you don't have that expectation, it's kind of hard to be disappointed with how infantry performs. It does pretty well. But all of my armament, or like so many of my armament hones and stuff like that on my 6 mil set are just tailored towards Garrison. So it's like I have a 6.3 mil infantry armament set, but 2 to 3 mil of that is Garrison specific. So, or more impactful for Garrison, I should say, not Garrison specific. How do you think Lynn would with Thunder support? What I would say to that is that there's just better options Lynn Louis does really well. Lynn Julia does well. I know that there's a few guys in the alliance that do well with Lynn Jacob as well too. Just because of how tanky that March is, bringing AoE, those types of things. I would just, like, I guess my response to that is, like, you could definitely try it. If your intention is to be nothing more than, like, a debuff March, then yeah, sure, go for it. But there are better options. And also to note, the heal ability as a whole, like healing in general, is kind of just a waste. Healing doesn't really do anything for you besides fill up your hospital faster. So it should never really be a part of the conversation. The part of the conversation that Thunder should bring to the table is not the heal, but the AoE debuff and the increase in the damage of your nearby troops. Oh, I got Marshall. You motherfuckers. I love you. Thanks, Ballsy. Fucking beast. You want her to survive? I would say try Jacob if you have it. Or Julia. Julia has good survival as well. But I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily put him behind an infantry just because of a shield or just because of something else, because they don't really offer the base stats that you would need for that survivability. A lot of your survivability is going to come out of the base stats, and a lot more so than just the shield and stuff like that. This high optimization mode reminds me of ROK's optimization mode, Rise of Kingdoms, where there's just like little icons. You have to play like that a lot in Rise of Kingdoms, though. It's so laggy on there too. Are you still fighting? Thought we kind of... Karina, come back. Come back. Man, H-Loon just does not want us to play at all. You got 7 up here. You got this guy. This one, this one, this one, this one. Hold on, I got my little one knocking at the door real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. I'll put you guys over the fight so you don't miss anything at least. Be back in like 2 minutes. Okay, baby, I'll leave the door open so you can come in here. Little one wants to hang out. I don't know if we're gonna be. I mean, we're not gonna be like rallying and stuff, so could probably call it here in a little bit to hang out with her a bit before she has to go to bed because it's already 9:30. They changed the thing in Rise of Kingdoms, fixed lag, I think, with the last update. Oh, nice. The icon's different through... Oh, though you can see, like... Oh, nice. Alex. So, Mr. Brain. As someone that has known Brain for well over a year now, he's a great friend and a great person in general, more than just, educated on this game and, very knowledgeable and whatnot. I'm genuinely worried about him. Even when he wasn't the most active on the game because he's been busy with work, dealing with his health issues and stuff like that, he's still, you can message him on Discord, you can get a hold of him or whatever. I've messaged him twice a week on Discord just to check in on him, and I haven't had a response in like 2 months now. And the odd part about that is that like his wife and his kids would even play on his computer sometimes, and so like if you checked his Discord status, you could see like them playing like other games or whatever have you. And he just hasn't been on Discord in a long time either, and so it's like nobody's like getting on the computer. So I hope that he's okay, with his health issues and stuff. I hope nothing serious happened, but I also know he lives in Texas, which is in Tornado Valley. And I think like the stats, like statistics or whatever, said that in Tornado Valley this year we've already had almost 1,000 tornadoes. Now, granted, Tornado Valley is like stretches across quite a few states, so it's not like that's all in his area. But I know that Texas has already had, quite a couple hundred tornadoes already this year. So I just either hope between that and his health issues that him and his family are okay. I do remember Noble, yeah. It's been a long time. I do remember Noble. I want to fight here, but I'm kind of just waiting to see what the team does real quick. I thought Noble was still playing. I had seen him in another alliance. To be honest with you, I'm not too sure where he went or like the politics and all that. The way that NBD and NM49, because I'm from NBD over here. This is the alliance that you'll usually find me in. With these guys. The reason why we do merges with NM49 is because ourselves and NM49 we consistently see each other in Archipelago raid and Island raid, and we don't have any ties or just automatic allies with any Titan alliances. We kind of just, like I was saying earlier, we just have a mutual respect for all fighting alliances, any Titan alliances, whatever. One Archipelago raid event we might ally with DHX because we're in the same Legion or Legion allies. The next one we might ally with ROK. It was never like a personal thing. We would just ally anybody that wanted to ally, fight anybody that presented a fight, and we just respected everybody that way. That's how we kind of navigated it. But we would try to reduce our power down to, get out of G1 and G2, maybe try to get in like G3 to G8, somewhere in there, and we could never do it no matter how much we dropped. And so I eventually had a conversation with Yes Please and Rise Against, and I was like, yo, like, no matter what we do, we can't seem to escape G1 and G2, so if we're going to end up there anyways, you guys want to run something. And so then we have more rally and garrison leaders and stuff, and yeah, they wanted to, and it's been a lot of fun ever since. And that's just what we do. We just do temp merges, and what it allows for us to do is we take the top 10 or 15 people from NBD, sometimes more than that, sometimes it'll be 20 or 30 players depending on like how many people we want to register, like what the goal is of the merge that time. But on a consistent basis, 10 to 15 players from NBD to NM49, and it's usually the top 10 players. That way it's players that would expect to be in G1 or G2 anyways, or we're kind of used to that. We take them, we put them in NM49, and that allows NBD to then register without that heavy weight on the upper end of, I don't know whether they use, player kill counts with, higher tier kills weighing more, or your troop totals, your armaments, your equipment, whatever it is that, does the equation for how much power a player weighs in the alliance for matchmaking. But yeah, by taking those and merging with NM49, then it allows NBD to try to get into a more appropriate bracket that 80% of the players in NBD kind of thrive more so than G1 or G2. I always felt really bad that a lot of them had to fulfill the role of like just filling rallies or just filling garrisons and stuff. I wanted to see them enjoy themselves in the field and field fights and all the rest of that. And so, yeah, by doing so, they've been in like G16 to like G23 and Island Raid and Archipelago Raid, and they've enjoyed it a lot more. A lot of the players there are scoring higher than they ever have. Some of them are able to step up into leadership roles. And just have more of like a field presence and, you know, actually like play the other aspects of the game that are supposed to be there instead of just being cannon fodder. So yeah, they like it a lot, and it's worked out well for them. And those of us that are in NM49, we kind of just we expect to stay stuck in G1 to G2 anyways, so here we are.
You want me to take center stage?
Oh, HAO, okay, nice. There you go. Well, I guess that answers that. Thank you, Panda.
I'll vanish if you don't keep an eye on me.
What's that, Panda? Sorry. Majority of people are just background characters. Yeah. From like a leadership standpoint, man, like just leaving the group, I just felt so bad. Like, we could hold our own. We could hold Garrison. We didn't really have too many like rally leaders or anything. So we couldn't really push back, but it was, we could put up a fight on Garrison. Not to say like we won or anything, but we could put up a fight, and depending on the matchup. And yeah, it just kind of sucked from a leadership standpoint that I had a lot of players that were great players, so much fun to hang out with, so much fun to conversate with, but the only aspect of the game that they were playing was, fill garrisons, fill rallies, and I want them to, if they're spending their time on here and they're grinding and they're getting heroes and they're getting armaments and the rest of those things, like I want them to be able to experience the game for what it is. There's more than just being a filler. Almost half the native players disappeared to migrate to other regions because those people in H1B Joker Alliance. I'm sorry to hear about that, but personally, no. I like myself or our alliance or our players, we don't migrate to other regions to do anything with that. That kind of happens more often than not in a lot of regions, or especially like in newer ones. And so I just, it's drama. It sucks. It's unfortunate that it happened. And there are some players out there that are willing to help with that, but we don't like to involve ourselves in the politics, taking sides on things or taking sides on situations and drama and all that stuff. It's not necessarily what we do. And unfortunately, yeah, they will get what they want. The strong players and the strong whales and the alliances that have them will get what they want. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Noble was really strong. Noble was a good player. I had fought against him and alongside him quite a few times. I'm not going to comment on that, Mustafa. I'll let your imagination figure that out. And actually, here, I'll feed your imagination real quick. Ready? Hopefully that answers your question. Holy shit, I'm out of steel. What the fuck happened? Who's been healing? Who's been healing? For legal purposes, Mustafa, I can't answer that directly. But hopefully the evidence is evident. Oh shit, we're pushing up further. I'm dumb. I'm coming. Wait. 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 Yo, what's up, baby boo? Almost, baby. Oh, careful. You slow tooted? You're so weird, dude. Get out of here. Why did you just tell me that? Ew, I don't want to know that. It probably stinks. You're so goofy, dude. What the heck? Kid is so weird. Oh shit, what up, Jamel? Thanks for being here. Who's marching on me? Yo, leave me alone. Ah! Ah! Are we fighting? No, we're not fighting. Okay, okay, turn around. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Much love to all you guys. Every single one of you. Dude, my kid, man, I swear to God, man, she says some of the funniest shit. She'll say just the randomest, craziest, out of pocket shit at the most random times. I'm like, my God, whose kid are you? Holy hell, what is with these long marches, man? Bad Santa, you fucking it up. Oh, okay, we are fighting. Oh wait, what the hell? Why is it? Oh, I was wondering what happened to my fifth march. Nope, nope, they're falling back. I'm falling back. Yeah. I know you guys are over there. I know you guys are over here. We couldn't get lucky enough to farm plots like that, though, in this one. Too busy. Oh, shit, okay. We're actually doing this, huh? YPU on range instructor, please. Oh. Hold on, give me 1 sec. I gotta send a message real quick on Discord. 2 seconds, guys. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? I don't mind it.
Don't take your eyes
Oh,
off me, my
someone just filled it. Liang, my former teammate before. Oh, is that who we're rallying? Oh, it is. Look at that. pretty decent rally trades, I think. Maybe. Guess we'll see in a minute. We'll fill this up more. Oh, no. Well, I could. There we go. Can you please scout Liang? I want to see how many troops he has. Yeah, sure, why not? It says down to 4 mil at the moment. Oh, he's got similar ratios that I have. Dang, this must be a pretty good rally. Dang, now he's just swarming him. Go on. Rise Against and Coco. Crazy, man. Both those guys are crazy. And there it is, the shield. Alright, well, let's see what it looks like. Okay. Damn, Coco's almost max as well. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is why, like, he does so much better on Garrison than I do. Because he's got this, man. This is where I'm at. Well, not even. It's like having this number without this number. That's crazy. Good rally, though. Hold on, I got Marshall. Let me see if I can help out here. I'm assuming that this was from like way earlier or something. Yeah. Get up there, Elena. Get up there, Elena. Get up there, Elena.
I know. You want me to take center stage.
I ain't chasing all the way. Fuck that noise. Fuck that noise. Do I play on Steam? Yeah, I'm playing on Steam right now. I have both the Steam client and the normal client, but this account I play on Steam. Just because it's connected. If you win this circle, H&B is waiting for you. No, this is the last circle. This is the last one. H&B is in the other one, with SSI. H&B is just mopping this one, I think, if I saw it right. Because I think SSI is, yeah, they're only at about 7 bill. I think maybe they registered with more, but already left in order to register for AR or something. I'm not too sure. But yeah, no, this is the last circle that we're in. Last one we had NBD. Can you see your previous? I thought that you could see your previous ones. Does anyone know how to do that? I thought you used to be able to see your previous. Who's scouting me, man? Pharaoh? Oh, you can come take a look, buddy. I don't care. I got 410k in the hospital, and then we've only done. That's the only rally I've been a part of so far. But yeah, if you want to see my squads, there you go. Nothing too crazy. Fuck, man, I'm kind of glad we didn't get H&B though, man. This one's definitely going to be, I think, more eventful for us. We would have got, we would have gotten mopped by H&B. They're so strong, man. 30 bill, there ain't no shot. But at least in this one, we might have a little bit more of a chance. Who knows? Maybe. We're just gonna get mobbed right here. Fuck that. Oh, he's running anyways. The H&B will take first place of theirs, and then I don't whoever takes it on this one. There's 3 good alliances to compete for it. How long have we been streaming now? 2 hours, damn. Didn't realize I've been going at it that long. What's the timer on this? 9 hours? Yeah. Well, guys, there isn't anything else too crazy going on because obviously, like, the center part hasn't opened up. Definitely gonna try to wake up in time to be a part of this. 9 hours, 15 minutes. It's gonna be 7 a.m. Yeah, it's at 7 a.m. So I should be able to. I don't see why not. And then I'll start streaming around then as well. But I think I'm probably gonna call it here. I gotta go get the little one down for bed. It's already 9:45, and so it's 9:45 p.m. here. So I gotta get the 3-year-old to bed. So I think I'm gonna call it, guys. Appreciate you guys all being here as always. If you guys haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button down below on the video. It definitely goes a long way for the channel. You guys have done so much for me and the channel already in the last bit, especially ever since I did the God videos. So much appreciation to everybody that's here. It's been supporting the stream, new viewers, old viewers, and everyone in between. Hope you guys again have had a good week and are having a good weekend. And I will see you guys soon. And again, thanks for being here. Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks for being here. Have a good night. See ya.